This armpit looks pretty decent, right? Cute. I put on a little bit too much deodorant, but at least I put on deodorant. So I did end up like giving myself a wax burn and caused my armpits to get dark AF. Oh my god.
Alright, they asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I turn. No comparison.
Hey guys, it's Andrea here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, aka my internet home. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to lighten your armpits. But before we get into that video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification button so you are notified every single time I post. Also, before we get into that video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Thank you. And now that that's all done, let's get right into the video. So, like I said in my intro, I'm going to be telling you guys how to have like pretty armpits. Well, basically how to have like lighter armpits. You are a woman of color, or if you are just somebody that struggles with hyperpigmentation, especially under your armpits, this video is definitely going to be for you. This is what I use to like lighten my armpits and keep them light, like, and keep them, you know, pretty or whatever. Yeah, so these are just the things that I do to keep my armpits light. I do struggle with hyperpigmentation. I am a brown skin girl. I am black. So the first step I took in lightening my armpits was exfoliating, like exfoliating at least twice a week. Exfoliating is when you get the dead skin cells off of your body and like the dirt, the grit, the grime, all of that off of your body. So you can exfoliate basically any part of your body. You can exfoliate your face, you can exfoliate your legs, you can exfoliate your armpits. So to prevent dark marks or to lighten them up, exfoliating is like a really good way to do that. So I use the Soap and Glory, the award-winning Smoothie Star Oat Sugar and Shea Breakfast Scrub. It's this one right here. And honestly, I just picked this up. I think I picked this up at Target, but they sell it at like Walgreens and Dwayne Reed and Rite Aid and CVS. And it smells really good. It smells like maple, and it's a really like gritty, grimy kind of feeling. Like, it's not soft, it's a little hard, and that's kind of how I like my exfoliators. I did have a different exfoliator from, I think it was like Dove. Like Dove has an exfoliating scrub, and I just felt like it was too soft. It wasn't scrubbing enough for me. Maybe I'm just rough, but I felt like it wasn't scrubbing for me. I need a scrub. This one I'm in the shower twice a week. I did notice a difference, especially because it just like removes all the excess deodorant, the dead skin, the dirt, like things that share washcloth. Well, I also don't use a washcloth. I should probably get what, hold on, I think I left off saying like I don't use a washcloth, nor do I use a loofah. What I use is this African body net. You guys can see it right here. It's just like this long body net, and you would basically use it like a loofah. It's a little wet right now because I just took a shower maybe like an hour ago. So the African body net gives you a light, gentle exfoliation. So I do technically exfoliate my armpits like every day with the body net, but sometimes, you know, like once a week I need a heftier exfoliation, so I use this. But you don't have to use that exact exfoliator, and if you don't want to go out and buy one, you can always make an exfoliator. All you need is like brown sugar and honey, or like brown sugar and some type of like baby oil, some type of oil to mix with the sugar. And then the second thing I did was I switched from like a regular deodorant to a natural deodorant. I'm not 100% sure if it really made that big of a difference, but I felt like it did, just because a regular deodorant has things like aluminum and parabens and all this other like bad stuff that you like continuously put onto your body because you continuously wear deodorant. So I switched to a natural deodorant, and I'm just using the one from Native, and this one's in the scents coconut and vanilla. I love this. It smells so good. Since it's paraben and aluminum free, you get like less toxins in your armpits, which I feel like in turns there isn't much damage. Not damage, but like since there's less toxins in your armpits. Okay, the only thing about switching to a natural deodorant, guys, is when you switch to a natural deodorant, you really have to make that commitment to switch to a natural deodorant, because when you go from a non-natural deodorant to a natural deodorant, your armpits start to detox all the stuff that was in your body or like in your armpits, and you will be a little musty. And for like the first 7 days, you will be a little musty. You might have to carry some baby wet wipes to, you know, freshen yourself up in your new deodorant, because you will be musty. You will sweat it all out. It's going to push those toxins right out of your body, and you're gonna smell. I'm not lying, I'm just being honest. If you're not willing to make that commitment, you know, if you're not willing to make that sacrifice for the first 7 days, don't even bother, because you will just end up going back and forth with. If you're just gonna detox your armpits and never look back. So the next tip I have for lightening your deodorants is a little weird, but when I moisturize my armpits as well. I don't know if anybody else does it. I don't know if you're really supposed to, but I do. And I moisturize with Shea Butter, so I always put a little bit of Shea Butter under my armpits. So one of the properties of Shea Butter is to treat dark spots, skin discoloration, stretch marks, wrinkles, and blemishes. So if it's gonna treat dark spots and you put it on your armpit, you know, you could just try that too. I have 2 brands of Shea Butter. I bought it off the street. I live in New York, right? There's a lot of street vendors, and there's a lot of African street vendors that sell things that are like flown in from Africa. This was one of them. So it's just this raw African shea butter, so it's whipped African shea butter. This shea butter right here, it does not expire, so that's what I love. The next one I have is from the Nutty Tree. It's Nutty Glow, Nutty Nilla. So it just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just has 5 ingredients in here: organic shea butter, coconut oil, fragrance oil, essential oils. This is what it looks like. It's basically the same thing as my other shea butter. I was just supporting a small black business, so I bought this. Another thing that I did to lighten my armpits were like lightening treatments. So like armpit mask, basically. I have to be like really careful with it. It's basically a mask. It's a turmeric mask. I can't even read it because it got so messed up. It's a turmeric mask. I got this also from the Nutty Tree. Turmeric is another, is it a spice? I don't know if turmeric's a spice or herb. Is a spice or herb or something, but it does help brighten your skin. It helps you have glowing skin. It lightens dark marks. So what I did was I took this mask and like a flat foundation brush, and I put it on underneath my armpits, let it sit for 15-20 minutes, then took a dark colored washcloth. And I say you have to take a dark colored washcloth because turmeric will stain. Turmeric stains. It will stain your tub, it will stain your light washcloth, it will stain your nails. I know because it's done it to me. I've used it without the brush, and it is stained my beautiful nails. I'm not trying to do that no more. So when I use this mask, I put gloves on and I use the brush, put it on, let it dry, and I use warm water and I rinse it off. And I do that like once a week. But I used to do that like maybe once a week just so I can, you know, get it together, get it going. So you don't have to specifically buy this mask. You can just go to your supermarket, buy turmeric. I think it's like, you can make your own mask at home. So you would need turmeric, honey. If you put lemon's another good lightening, natural way to lighten dark spots. Lemon, like you squeeze the lemon juice, you mix it all together till you get like a paste. And then you put it on your armpits, let it sit for 15-20 minutes, then wash it off. You'll see that your skin look a little brighter, mainly because the turmeric probably stained your skin a little bit. The turmeric will make your skin a little yellow, not even gonna lie. But over time, I give it like a month, you'll notice a huge difference. You'll see your armpits and they look so freaking pretty. So freaking pretty. Okay, and the last tip I have, y'all might not like it, but I'm gonna just tell you anyway. Stop shaving. Stop shaving your armpits. Stop it. Stop it right now. Get a wax. Stop narrowing your armpits. Stop it. Stop it right now. Get a wax. I don't shave my armpits. I don't narrow my armpits. If you laser, that's cool. You can laser your armpits. Stop shaving your armpits. Get a wax. When you shave, the hair is basically just cut at your skin. You just have hair there because the razor didn't do anything. It just cut it a little bit. The nair didn't do anything. It just burnt the hair off a bit. The only thing I can say is waxing, because waxing will literally rip it out from the root. I know that sounds painful, but sometimes beauty is pain, okay? Pretty hurts. Beyonce said it the best. Pretty hurts, okay? You want pretty pits? You gotta go through a little bit of pain. So, reel it in, Andrea. Reel it in. You got a little extra out there for no reason. What I will say, the downfall with waxing is if you go to a professional and they wax you, cool. I would suggest going to like the European Wax Center. I've never tried sugaring before, so I'm not gonna recommend sugaring. I'm not gonna recommend anything to you guys that I have not tried myself. Ooh, what happened to my voice? Going to the European Wax Center, I go there. So I actually don't wax my armpits there at the European Wax Center. I wax my armpits at home. If you do wax your armpits at home, just be very careful and don't do what I did. My left arm is not as strong as my right arm, so my left armpit just looks better. Like, as you could see, I gotta wax like next week, I think. This armpit looks pretty decent, right? Cute. I put on a little bit too much deodorant, but at least I put on deodorant. My left arm is not as strong as my right, so I do have trouble like getting the strip completely off from my right armpit. So I did end up like giving myself a wax burn, which basically like rips like a very light layer of my skin, which basically caused my skin to be irritated and caused my armpits to get dark AF. Oh my god. It's a little darker. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a little darker than my other armpit. So there's that. There's the downside of waxing. You can get a little wax burn, which will set you back, but I still think it's better than shaving. I think it's way more worth it. The payout is greater. It lasts longer. The only thing that beats waxing is lasering. So those were my tips to have pretty pits. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a big old thumbs up. If you didn't get to at the beginning of the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification button so you are notified every single time I post. I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye.
Alright, they asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I twerk. No comparison.
I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah.